Move up, there's still space here. He's comfortable with people around as long as you're not breathing down his neck. And so feel free to come up a little closer. Okay. Papa SUSSO.
Okay. Thank you. First of all, I would like to explain about the instrument we use. This instrument is called the kora. Very important instrument in the African traditional society because it's the instrument that they used to play for the kings, warriors, nobilities, and landed gentry. At the time we have kingship in Africa, every king has a griot, which is me. They call me a griot, but it's a French language. In Gambia, you could call me a jali. That is Mandinka language. But in English, it's a traditional musician. So I'll tell you about the kora. This is calabash. It is made of calabash. We grow calabash in most part of Africa, especially West Africa. And this is cow skin. This is wood. This is wood, and this is wood. Okay, I think you know about this. We don't used to use this before as decorations. We used to tie it here with a rope. But because people start to modernize everything, so we use this to decorate it, to look more beautiful. At the same time, because of the ropes, we still don't want for the culture to disappear. We do these designs. These are the ropes. This is the way we used to tie them. So this can still indicate that this instrument used to be tied with a rope. That's why you see these designs. Okay, this hole is very important hole. Okay, maybe this is my hand. If I play, you hear it. But without this hole, if this hole is not here, no sound will come out. That's why we have this hole. But not that hole. Very important hole. This is where we keep our spare strings. This is where we keep our spare strings. So that's another important part of the instrument. Okay, this, at the time of the kingship, they go with the kings to the wars and other parts. They walk by foot when the king is riding the horse, and the rest of his people walking with foot, following the king. So we use this to hold it here, like this, to carry it. Okay. But when it is raining, to avoid the rain not to go inside the hole to spoil your instrument, look like this. So this is how we used to carry the instrument. Okay. So the first song I want to play for you tonight is called Alalake. In Mandinka language, in English, is called it Senegambia. I'm not a politician. I'm a musician, simple musician. But to tell you a little bit about Senegambia, then before we go to the tradition. Senegambia is a region. Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry. This is what we call Senegambia. Gambia and Senegal had been one country. I'm very sorry to use the word white man, but I just have to say it. When white man came, our colonial masters, they divided us, put barrier, boundary. This side go to Senegal, this side go to Gambia. Senegal was colonized by the French, and the Gambia was colonized by the British. Okay. Uh, if you go to Gambia, you see Mandinka, like me. I'm a Mandinka by tribe. Wolof, Fula, Jola, Sarabule, Serere, Manjako, many more. And these are the same people from Senegal. In fact, my mother from Senegal. Okay, but because of this colonial barrier, then if I want to travel to Senegal, I have to go to Senegalese embassy in Banjul to get visa to be able to travel to Senegal to visit my relatives. Okay. Till late 1960, when Senegalese government, Senegal attained her independence from France. We applied for our independence in 1963. Britain said no, because the country is too small, with a very limited resources. They feel that we may not be able to be on our own. So therefore they want to give us to Senegal back. The United Nations here said no, this is very wrong. Give them their freedom. When they free, then the Gambians themselves can decide what to do. If they want to join any other nation or if they want to be on their own, that is their problem. But you cannot just take them and give them to different countries. Okay? They say, okay. So we get our independence in 1965. Then the president of Senegal was Leopold Sédar Senghor. He came to visit Banjul, Gambia. He said to our president, it is the white man who divided us, but we are one. Now that you are free and I'm free, why we can't put things together, back together? Well, our president said, well, no problem. Because these two countries, we share a common heritage. We are one people, one country. But now we are in politics. This I have to consult the population. We call referendum. We the Gambians, we say no, this is neo-colonialism. So we cannot accept it. Senegal was colonized by the French, and Gambia was colonized by the British. Our official language is English, and there is French. Okay, for example, I was in the civil service for 7 years. I was an accountant. Okay, so as an accountant, how can I work in Senegal when I cannot speak French? No way. Okay, how can a Senegalese accountant work in Gambia when he cannot speak English? No way. So we reject the idea. Well, our president said to the Senegalese president, I cannot do otherwise, because they put me there, they feel that it's not good for us, so I cannot use force on them. But they decided to sign a treaty of association for closer cooperation between the two countries and the people. We have cultural exchanges and many other fields. Okay, and then Gambia, we don't have army, no armed forces in Gambia at that time. Just we have small military paramilitary forces, about 200-300, just guarding few key positions of the country and the presidential palace. So we don't have army. They also signed a defense agreement that if there's any threat to the Gambia, Senegal should intervene to help because no army. Okay, so till late 1981, when the president of my country went to attend weddings of Prince Charles of Great Britain, the small paramilitary forces we have attempted to overthrow his government. He appealed to the British government. They said, no, we cannot intervene. It is not we who put you on the chair. It is the Gambians who put you on the chair. Now that if they feel that you are not doing well, they want to move you, we cannot do anything. Okay, so somebody in that meeting asked him, do you have any defense agreement with any country since independence? Oh, he said yes. I'm glad that you remind me I have defense agreement with Senegal. He called the president of Senegal. He said, I have defense agreement with you since 1965. Now that I think this is the time to help. Okay, because Senegal was after this merger, they invited him to come to CAP. He came. When he came, they said, okay, we're going to help you to go back. They sent 1,000 troops to the Gambia to cross the rebellion, and they crossed it. It even took them 20 minutes. Brought this man back. So when he came back, the president of Senegal said to him, well, my brother, I think this is the time. As you can see for yourself, I think this is the time. Well, he said, well, I'm not going to force them, but I think what we could do now, because if we do it right now, outside the world might say, well, because I was attempted, that's why we do this. But let's do it psychologically. That is, we can go into confederation under the name Senegambia. So they signed agreement on Senegambia Confederation with various institutions within the confederation, because they have presidency of the confederation, vice presidency, council of ministers, confederal parliament, confederal secretariat. Okay, because of the sizes of the two countries, the presidency went to the president of Senegal. He is the president of the Senegambia Confederation. The president of the Gambia is the vice president of the Senegambia Confederation. We have confederal parliament based in Dakar, the capital of Senegal, with 60 members of parliamentarians from both sides. We have 40 from Senegal and 20 from the Gambia. We have confederal secretariats based in Banjul, the capital of Gambia. And they also agreed to it that each side of the Senegal and the Gambia shall maintain their independence and sovereignty. And also, if the president of the confederation is to exercise any power, must be in agreement with the vice president of the confederation. So, therefore, for this reason, the government of Senegal and the Gambia appealed to the musicians, because our role in the society in Africa is very important. They have their media, they have their everything, but at the same time appeal to us to educate the people about how these two countries is moving. So the National Cultural Troupe of the Gambia and Senegal delegated few musicians to come together, compose a song for this confederation, singing the praises of President of the Confederation and the Vice President of the Confederation for the effort they are making to bring these two people together in a peaceful manner. Thank you.
Senegambia, alinyonane, Senegambia, Senegambia, alinyomutakum, Senegambia. Gambia. Yamarwa fadunia lo mandi. Ala belia do fama belia mali bali belia ro forma bali da kubergela. Kabila do ma jabi dimbema. Sada udah jawara. Waku mame surwa ma abudu ju fasana gani janju modiya da abudu ju men banana. Ini urana ngapa dunia lomadi. Nyali mandi musuna malu mandi ke ba banana ke ba jido bida ke ba kube kawanadi. Ah punya da jel mai ramanda. Kursi kambeli mansa kaji kita nabiri ni dan najore. Wabe kwale mama sunjata mansara. Wale jamani la jali manjibi romo mege kumata sana geni loka jizima. Tubabu tino de nadangama. Gambia si lo de baila. Kurukande wali mama susu sumanguru kande susu sumanguru mansada ani suwale jembe ke kido diara sumanguru la ani suwale susu ke kido diara sumanguru la ye susu sali kenyeke kidodiana sumangurla sumanguru kukubanganani bandamba nyominjanganani kamasiga kulumembe dambandani kimakwenu mukilidoana numukisema bali asumara sinira musuda kisema asumara walibata nyokola kobani koba sandigi bila kaboni majani jula musudi singudanandi Kindizona kamara na manjumara Senegambia alinyonane Senegambia alinyomodok Senegambia Membidala ye pare Membidala ye duje ngalo silode bainona Senegambia silode baila
Thank you very much. So far, if you have any question about what I've said, or the instrument, or the tradition, you may ask before we go to another song. But if no question, play another one. Feel free to ask.
Somebody told me that Alhaji Baikanti had died. Is that true?
Yeah,
And that makes me very sad.
yeah.
How long have you been playing the instrument?
Me?
Yes.
Since childhood, I learned it from my father.
Was he also a griot?
Yes, we are traditional griots.
Uh-huh.
I learned it from my father, and he learned it from his father.
Uh-huh.
His father learned it from his grandfather,
Uh-huh. And so on.
far back 13th century. Okay, now I'm teaching my sons to read. My father cannot read or write. He never go to school. But he sent me to school. He said, because now we are in politics.
Mhm.
Let me send you to school, but at the same time teach you, show you the tradition. If you grow up, you can decide. When I finished my schooling and finished learning the Korah, the tradition, well, I sat down and I said, I don't want to be a musician. Okay, because why? At that time, they used to go to people to beg, play them for money. You see, they put money here, and I don't want to beg. So I decided to join the civil service. I joined the civil service for 7 years. I was an accountant with the Ministry of Finance. But as you know, Africa, the salary scale is not so good. I was making $750 of my country's money a month, when my expense in a month is 1,300. So you are always in red. So well, one day my father called me and said, okay, why not try the tradition? I said, no, because I don't want to beg. He said, okay, now you could join the tradition without begging, because you can go to the hotels, the higher institutions, to arrange, put things together, and you get your living out of that. Well, I said, okay, that's fine. Then I started the Korah, going to the hotels and all, until I started to make a little bit money. Then, after that, you see whether it is correct. You cannot just tune it and start playing. You say,
Pretty close.
Huh?
Pretty close.
No. This is more. Then you bring it down a little bit to get the correction. Yeah.
I have two questions. Does it go up a scale, alternating hands, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, or does it go up on one hand?
Both sides.
In other words, every other hand is a higher note.
Yeah. You have different, the higher and the lowers.
And that the first piece that you played, when you were singing, were you doing what we could call maybe chords in one hand and like an accompaniment in the other hand? It seemed like the lower part sounded like a chord that you were strumming.
No, you cannot play kora with one hand. You cannot tune kora with one hand. It's not possible. These are the 4 fingers you play or tune the kora with. These 2 downstairs, these 2 upstairs, they meet in the center. These take from downstairs and these take from upstairs, they meet in the center. These go back to down, and these go back up.
How old is the instrument?
This particular one,
The kora.
this one,
Yes. No, the tradition of the kora.
Kora.
When was it created? And
13th century to now. This is the kora they used to play for Sunjata Keita's father. Then Sunjata Keita, with other kings, Mansakanka Musa, Askia Mohammed Toure, and then many more. During the Court of Kings, this is what they. In fact, I'm going to play you. My next song is going to be Sunjata Keita when he's going to court. So this is the song that they used to play for him. We have 2 types of song for Sunjata. One during ceremonies, but the other one is to wake him up every morning. Sunjata never just wake up by himself. We play instrument to wake him up. He's a big boss. Yeah.
I'm from Nigeria. My mother is Yoruba, and my father is Benin. We have very similar culture. I just came last week. My grandfather is from the royal family, so I am. Now, he died, and that's why we went home to do the ceremony. It lasted for 14 days, and then we killed about 17 cows for ceremony, about 25 goats, another things to celebrate this. And in the middle, there was, I think about the 4th day, there was special dance which they use instrument like this. And in that day, they were invoking the spirits of the ancestors, and some Georgians were told that the spirits are here now, and then the women in the audience had to remove their scarf and everything to receive the spirits of our ancestors. And right after the ceremony, the Oba, the King Oba,
Yeah.
king, right, had Igwe. It's a festival in which they have someone like you. In the mornings around 5 o'clock, you will come out with this and play it, to wake him up.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up, and then they will offer native chalk,
Yeah.
salt to the rising sun, and pour libation,
Yeah.
kill a fowl,
Yeah.
use the blood to do same thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm noticing, though I've not been to Gambia, is that that common linkage is what I call it.
It's the same thing we do since 13th century to now. This is what we do. Sorry, we don't do it now, but that's what was going on. You wake the king with kora instrument, singing his praises. showing him that he is the overall boss. When he died, you do the same thing as you explain now. It's the same thing we do. Then his sons, some of them can give you a cow, some even give you a slave, because we have slavery at that time. Some give you slave, some give you cow, some horse, because normally at that time. So we give you these things. So I want to play Sunjata Keta, the first part and the second part. Then after any question, you are welcome.
Simbombe jatalema, simbombe jatalema, sibakudiya. Nuru sama karambali soma, mani soma fuluni mandi soma la ba jukudu bala sakili bala de basumada. Jalili bana jaliba fanaga membe wa wala membe wa. Akoni bina la waye folola. Isa folo narama ko na de fana ma sugul nguru mani sugul yamaru ja nyangumo le kabala simone jala menare. Simboni gera manzara manine. Wana mamanzare simbo magera manzara. Ofana na mamanzale. Bata bal simbo mansada kursi kambe ni mansa kaji ki dan nabirindi ni dan na jode wabe kole mama sunjata mansada nuru soma karambali soma mani soma fuluni mani soma laba sanu kunna magide ne jolo wasubali kumbiri bandani tawsila banna magani jolo nyangado abata tumu kutuma udu babayo jinkani badramani ka korga nani fode moriba wole nyogolo ke nyogolo ko bani ko basandi gibelata boni majali jula muzundu ke sumata lali mame mali babayo la sangun sumata labiria kabula suruwa mafafan bai defandanga suruwa linyala jamagadan suruwa ya suruwa litorala nali mame samba nyanyuri ya defafa mimfanala anin kewli ya nyusi lanke janyu manfako ngidani janyu dia dela lema takalema. Jamuta bulukuluna, jamuta jidora mume. Simbombe jatalema. Awambe jatalema. Jibakudigiyar.
Okay, now I'm going to play the second one to wake him up.
Marakalata, sulumba, marakalata, yara. Marakalata, nare mahamandinga. Marakalata, dunia la mini sanja. Marakalata, dugula mini sanja. Marakalata, nyankumala warala simbo. Baba marakalata, koniyal. Marakalata, sulumba, marakalata, yala. Tare, 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 musubidi tare ulula simbo ambele de ba nara maka konate. Sunyara ulili wana no kusida kuru kama. Nara maka konate kalifaya.
Thank you. Questions? Because you have to, okay.
I wondered, is there more than one way that you can tune that?
Yeah, four ways of
Four
tuning.
ways.
We have Tomaraba, Tomarandi, Sauta, Hardino. Because you see this, we play 32 songs with this instrument, dedicated to kings, warriors, nobilities, and landed gentry, like I said. So we have 32 songs, but with Tomaraba, we call it Silaba, the big rod of which everyone should follow. That is, he can play 15 songs without changing into any other tuning. So we call that's why we call it Tomaraba, means big road, highway. That's the highway for Kora. Yeah, but you also have Tomorandi, Sauta. It's me in Sauta right now. Okay, then we have Hardino. My next song is going to be in Hardino. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
I understand you now live in New York. How long have you been living there, and why did you decide to move there?
Okay. Anyway, this is my first visit to the United States. I traveled quite extensively in Africa. All right, Europe and, yes, Europe, with my group. When I was coming here, my intention was to bring the whole group. But people say, oh no, you see, United States, oh, they're killing people every day. So well, I got scared. Well, I called my people, I said, okay, you stay, let me go see. If things work out fine, if I'm lucky not to get any shot, if I come, I see what to do for you. So it's about 3 months now when I arrive here. But I'm based in Europe yet. I do program in Long Island, Central Islip, there's a university there, and Stony Brooks, Wesleyan University, Connecticut, and many other institutions. Like yesterday, I performed at this place, University of Michigan, and then Western University of Michigan in Kalamazoo, and Kalamazoo College, and many other colleges. So I'm trying to see if I'm lucky not to get shot. Yeah.
What language are you singing in?
Okay, it's Mandinka language. That's the language came from the great Mandin Empire. We are Mandinka. The 85% of the population of my country is Mandinka. You see, this is why our president is still there. He's Mandinka by tribe. We have many more different ethnic, tribes. But because we are the majority of the country, we don't want to allow the other tribes to rule over us. So we still, every 5 years, we go to court to elect new president. We always elect the same man. Yeah.
As a griot, you don't only play music, you also recite history.
Yeah.
What types of history or historical anecdotes do you recite?
We
And
learn.
what's the purpose of that?
We learn the great Mandin Empire history. That's what we learn. But we also have another history called the Kab, Nyani. But this is in Gambia and Guinea-Bissau. They also used to have kings and other warriors. So we sing their praises. What we did with the great Mandin Empire. So I want to play you Kairaba. Kairaba is dedicated to the president of my country, Sadao Jawara.
Yali mandi musula mani mani ke ba fanala ke ba jide ke ba kube ka waladi Uganda. Jamana Benga, Jawarai Jamana Benga, Alimami Jara la Kaira Bale, la Bojawara. Allahu la ilaha anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimina. Kabira dua ma jabi dimbema. Duana la jabi fe ma jabi no kana roma kana dara tombe na mumege. Fadunya lo mandi. Jamuda bulukuluna jamuda jirol. Abaratu mugudu mamudu baba jinkani badramani kakoranga nani fode moriba. Anyo balake anyo kola kobani koba sandigi bilata boni tabayege. Wala bota bala baba yo anemba mfita madi bayo. Wala bota sumana juguto kudigiyana ye madi baba yo la sangu sumana la biria. Chilenge ila kaira bale ye ala fojawara. Fati musuda kaira bale ala fojawara. Baba ili urala ye. Ijangi bi morila mana mana kuma kana bula walife jawara.
You said before that there were 32 songs
32 years.
only.
Well, now people doing their own things, but the traditional ones are 32.
This what you just sang is not one of those, or is it?
No, no.
In other words, it's a standard repertoire that every griot, every kora player knows?
Yes.
I see. That's why the tapes I have of Baikonte's teacher and Baikonte and you all sound sort of alike.
Yeah.
I get
If
it.
I want to do my own thing now, I could do it. But to me, I feel that is. So I just follow the tradition.
I understand.
Yeah. But there are some griots who doing their own things now. Like I perform with one griot. He's from Senegal. He's now based in Washington. His name is Kimo Kuyate. Okay. He was not a griot in Africa. Okay. He's a drummer. He's very good in drumming. Fantastic. Okay, but I think when he came here, you see, to it that people like the kora, so he went back and get kora, come back. He's going around as a kora player. Okay, but anyway, it's good. You see, everybody got to live, you know. Yeah. Yeah. But when we perform, anyway, he know who is who. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can this music be written down?
Yes.
Or is it it's learned by example?
Okay, well, like this is a small program, and it came so like that. Yeah, he just told me about the program, but usually what we do is, if it's a big program, I write all the songs that I want to play for this particular program, all the song texts of the singing that I'm singing, because you cannot speak Mandinka.
No, I mean the music. Can the music be conceptualized in Western notes?
Oh, yes. Because I remember when I went to Liberia, I told somebody, an American, but it was 1973. I was passing with the music from Liberian television station. When he saw the music, and learn this. I said, no problem. If you pay me, I'll teach you. Then the next day he came to my house, we talked, he paid me. Well, we went in. So first I asked him whether, you see, those who can read music, it's very easy for them to know this. He read music, so he got pen and paper. The tuning, he write everything down. And the play, he write everything down. I think only 2 months, he got his own chord. Qualified as a choral player.
Is it tuned in the same system, a Western system with 2 groups of semitones and the rest whole tones?
Okay, this is traditional one. This is traditional. This is what the kora came with. But now we have some people making kora like a guitar. Yeah. See, they're modernizing everything. You push like they say, see, you got the tuning that you want to. But this is the traditional one.
Do you have, is your language written or is it an oral language that is passed on? Is it a written language also as well as an oral language?
I don't understand what you mean by written language, because language is a language. I came from Mandinka family.
Okay,
Mandinka language.
all right.
From Timbuktu, the great Mandinka Empire. So I don't think any language is written like, okay, English is written,
Right,
but we don't write.
that's what I was
We
asking.
don't.
Okay.
Like if you want to know the scenes and the songs, like I said, we can write song text before we start the program. We distribute it, photocopy and distribute it to people. They know that what we are saying. But now I'm just singing. Maybe you enjoy the singing, but you don't know what I'm saying now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I play you one more song. See it. Okay, this song is called Gede, and this is what we play for the hunters. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about that too before we start. It's called Gede, dedicated to the hunters of Great Mandinka Empire. Then the hunters have an association, Hunters Association. At that time, you don't just have to get up and take your gun to go for hunting. No, they have special days to go for hunting. But before they go for hunting, they invite the griots, like me. They are griots, to sing their praises first before they leave. Okay, like if you go play for somebody, they give you money. Okay, they don't have money, but when you play for them, they ask you, okay, now that you sing my praises, what do you want me to do for you? What type of meat you want me to bring for you tomorrow? If you say antelope, he's going to bring you an antelope. If you say lion, he's going to bring you an lion. If you say elephant, though it's heavy, maybe one person cannot take it, but he's going to kill elephant, cut some part of the meat and bring it for you. Say, here is your elephant meat, but the rest is in the bush. You have to rubber it.
kaninguru lage de bana lunja do wajabita. Jankoli bula mo la ni de bula man felan de nyegere mala la baruya sanko bayo yegere le liberia lego sinya nyonya da sanko me manala bayo sora Jabita.
Question. If no question, then I play one more song to end the program.
In the tradition, how much of it is music and how much of it is prayer?
How much?
How much is there sacred music in the tradition of the Korah that's prayer? It's not just for people to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah, we have love songs and the others. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when doing program like this, you want people to know you don't play that except if requested. Uh-huh. How many? How many what?
Different pitches, notes, different notes.
Oh, different notes. We have 32 songs to play with this, the traditional ones. People doing their own things now, but the traditional one from the great Mandinka Empire is 32.
How many strings?
String is 21.
21 strings.
The 21 string. The other side is 11, and the other side is 10.
Are there any songs that will bring spirits?
Yeah, it's like I said. It's just that you don't understand what I'm singing, but this, what I was playing, bring a lot of spirit.
But the spirits understand.
Yeah. So, like you can see, when I was playing that, I myself was doing so. Because
Were the spirits in you?
yeah, right now it's in me.
Is the instrument ever played without singing?
Yeah, like if you want to, if you to come keep your company, then I could just come with the kora, playing while playing, chatting with you at the same time. Yeah. Not that you just have to sing along all the time. No, sometimes we come to keep you company. Yeah, 2 people, 3 people.
That was my question. Can you just play an instrumental without singing?
Okay, but maybe the last one.
But you still have to sing the last.
like, can you, when I hear the choir, I get so much peace. I would like you to play a song that will bring the spirit of love into this room.
That's right.
While he finishes tuning, I'd just like to recognize those who helped make this concert possible, especially All Campus Programming Board and the Strange Coffee House, the Pan-African Center, providing the room and the videotape, the Guy Pernetti for doing the sound, recording, and the Center for the Study of World Music and School of Music. I'd also like to tell you that on Thursday, April 26th, April 21st, there will be a concert of Chinese and Thai music in the recital hall. Hope you can come to that. Halim, do you have any concerts?
There's the Pan-African Festival, April 14th, 15th, 16th.
April 14th, 15th, 16th. Here. And you'll have your African ensemble class, okay. And you know there are classes in African music and African dance.
That's also the folk festival
And the KSU Folk Festival.
on the same weekend.
On the same weekend?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we're gonna have to do some
No, no,
coordinating.
but before the weekend, it starts on the 14th.
We'll discuss it.
Shirley, you can tell us.
It's not planned yet.
Banko kambe kendo likilila Peresidanya tonkoni bibi darame le wale badu jawara Tenenking kinyaro sidi abaji gema Sulejem me bafola Sirifo besan sabale Bubakar Haidara Nyambali masirifo Wane na patutu ele nyamokole gabala mauzari nanka se karawaso la waibaji. Ay, manyina kendo la barola. Njai kunale njaga samaiso, zomada ye nyanjo balanda maza maza. Sanara maba binjona le waibajile. Wala kamugu makoni watu makoni bandaka nanka se karawaso la waibaji. Dunia betendi ne banganda manyawiye. Ngampanye lundola kasa masi bango kambe kendo likilila. Peresidanya tonkoni bibi darame. Bibi darame ole wani batu jawara. Tenen kinkinyaro sidi ya bagi bafola. Sule jemme kema. Sirifo bezanta bale bubakar haidara. Nyambali masirifo. Wanen na patu turele nyamba kola na bada mausa. Boyna matan bina boyla. Balnindim bina tula bate me. Kununin jibo. Jiba kilu keda jar raundi bate me. Momen juru da nyomingo na limanden kunu benyola ba. Ay, manyina kendo la barola. Sanara mabe binjona le waibanyia. Wala kabugu makoni watu makoni bandaka nanka se karawaso la waibaji.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to meet you. Love to see you again. Thank you. Yeah.
Don't read that.
Okay.
Mr. White? She kicked me in my back.
She's hanging from there with Howard. Transparent, you know. Look, hey, do you have my number back? You know, let me know where you stand. So where? Come here, man. Let me know the number. Yeah.
So she laughed, huh? I thought she decided against it. I know she mentioned it 3 or 4 times. Semester.